Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Brawl Stars 2. Now in today's video what I'm going to be doing is going over a daily routine that you should be doing. So this is all the stuff you need to make sure you do before a reset happens. This will help you guys get enough resources, make sure that you don't miss out on other extra resources, telling you guys what to be doing every single time. Now hopefully this is going to help you guys progress faster as well and just help you guys build your weapons as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned for more content on Brawl Stars 2. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure you are subscribed and make sure that bell icon is clicked so that you guys get notified when I make a new video. Now we're going to be having a 50 like goal in today's video, and as usual I am expecting you guys to smash it because you guys have been fantastic with the like goals I have been setting. So let's go ahead and smash the 50 like goal in today's video. Now let's get right into it. So daily routines. Now one disclaimer I would like to say is what is important for you guys is just to have fun with the game. Sometimes daily routines can actually ruin the fun of the game. If you're realizing that you're just going through daily routines and it feels like a job, then it's probably best to just cut back on the amount of dailies you're doing or the amount of stuff I'm mentioning in today's video. Just make sure you guys don't get burnt out, and hopefully this daily routine don't ruin your fun, because sometimes trying to systematically play a game can actually ruin the fun. But this is just there to help you guys know what are some of the most important things you should be doing before a reset happens. So hopefully you guys just enjoy this video and please do not get burnt out. This game is absolutely fantastic and I'd love to see a lot of you guys continue to play this game even in the future. Now some of the most important things to do is just getting items for UR gears. Now obviously I'm just assuming that you guys have done through like your story chapter, you've pushed all the way to chapter 8, you're doing hard mode and very hard mode. I'm expecting you guys to be doing that. Now one thing you need to be doing is the using searching and stealing. Now one thing you will notice for late game or building UR gear, one of the most hardest item to get is the wood item, which I don't. Okay, this is very hard because there's only like one stage that you can farm it in, which is only in chapter 1. So this one over here. But with this one you need to be able to get a lot of wood because you're going to need this for farming or crafting UR gear. So you're essentially in chapter 1, so go over to here, story pack 1, let's go over to it. You want to be searching and stealing. If you guys don't know what searching or stealing does or how good this is, then go ahead and check out my previous video. So when talking about your daily routine, there's a couple of things you want to be doing. You want to be searching, you want to be stealing, you want to be clearing the mobs that you don't require stamina to beat. You need to be selling some items, you need to be farming slime, and then you also need to be doing your dailies. Your dailies are basically your daily missions as well as your past missions as well. So that's just summarizing. Now to go into detail. Now in terms of optimizing your runs and optimizing your daily routine, what you want to do is still search and kill mobs around the same time. The reason why is because they all have the same cooldown. So 22 hours after you do that, you have to wait before all of it refreshes. So if you do all of that at the same time, you only have to wait a couple of minutes. You do your searching, wait another like 2 minutes, and then you do your farming and all of that stuff. So to still obviously upgrade your still character as well, essentially go to your character and then you steal, and after that you want to be stealing from story chapter 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Those are the stages where you want to be stealing, you want to be searching particularly, and you also want to be killing the mobs particularly. However, one thing to note is you can also just do the exact same thing for every single chapter. The only reason why I don't recommend doing 3, 4, 5 and 3, 4, 5 is simply because you get better resources or more important resources from 6, 7, 8 as well as 1 and 2 simply for the hardwood. Now obviously if you guys have extra time, you don't care about if you're trying to optimize fully 100%, then just go ahead and search steal every single story. After you steal, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm just going to do this right now. So we're going to steal. I don't know if we're going to get it. Okay, so we stole, we got hardwood, which is very important. Fantastic. Now what you want to do now is go ahead to this section over here where you don't need stamina, and this is where you can actually farm the mobs. You can now start searching. So once you've stolen from every single mob available, you want to then use search. Now search is this feature over here. I recommend upgrading this ability simply because it extends the duration of your search, which is very important. So all you have to do is walk around the map, and if you see a green section, you go ahead and take it. Now this is mobs over here. I also recommend killing, as you're looking for the items, the green items, just kill any mobs you find as well, killing two birds with one stone. Now one thing I want to talk about is when you want to start using your stamina and where to use your stamina for your daily routine. Before you go into the hunting ground, just know there is this signboard outside. So to find where the signboard is, just look at the section that says hunting ground, and there you'll find a signboard which allows you to change difficulty. Now I will be doing very hard, and let me show you. So this is it, very hard. You go into the hunting ground, it takes you to the last map available, and this is your hunting ground. So in terms of where to use your stamina, well, it's dependent on the path of adventure. So let's go over to path of adventure and see what's available today. So today it's Wednesday. We have the Slime Empire as our bonus, which means we get extra XP. Now if you guys need to farm XP for your character, so you want to farm XP, increase your level for your character, then I recommend using your stamina when there is a bonus for Slime Empire. However, if you want to craft your weapon and you require certain item, or you want to farm hardwood, just go into chapter 1 and just farm there. So right now it is highly recommended to farm Slime Empire, but for me, since I don't need XP, I will not be doing that. What I will be doing is going into chapter 1 very hard and go into here and basically kill the mobs and get hardwood. And the thing about chapter 1 is there's actually a couple of other items you can get from here that are actually a lot. Well, you can get iron pelt, you can get plain leather, plain fabric, and hardwood. Hardwood is the most important one you're trying to get over here. Now if you want to farm ores, the best chapter is going to be, for me, chapter 7. Now it is important that you make sure you've gone and done the hardest you can do for any of the stages, so that you can do hard. Never farm normal, honestly. So I can go into chapter 7 to farm some ores. But the thing is, ores are kind of easy to get if you steal and search in 6, 7, and 8. So if you need ores, you don't need to use stamina. Just go to this chapter 6, 7, and 8. You steal, you search, and you can get it from there. So that's why chapter 1 is probably the best to farm. You can also farm chapter 2 as well, but I would just say stick with 1. And then after that, so I've talked about where to use your stamina. What next to do? Well, you can basically try and min-max everything by just searching every single one, stealing every single one, and killing every single mob you find. I'm not talking about the mob in hunting ground, I'm talking about the mobs outside of hunting ground where you don't need stamina and you get gold. This is how you farm gold, and I highly recommend doing that as well. Now obviously I hope you have this dispatch character as well. Go ahead and dispatch him, you get extra rewards as well. Very nice. Also, it is important that you guys are doing arena as well. Don't be like me, I actually forget about Mirror Wars. Mirror Wars is important. You get a bunch of resources there, so make sure you are doing that as well. Evil Castle, you can take your time with it until reset is until the reset for that. So that's calm. You can go into character pack as well, packs as well, to search and steal, but I really wouldn't recommend it. I would say because I think you get only food items here. That is it in terms of where to farm and what to be doing, what you should be doing. Make sure you clear through the pass. Most of the stuff I talked about will actually help you clear through the pass, the battle pass missions as well, and as well as your daily missions. So let's run through it one more time. You go over to chapter 1 and 2, you steal, you search, you clear every single mob you find from the first 2 maps. So this one and this one, do the exact same thing there, and then you then go ahead and go to chapter 6, 7, and 8. You do the exact same thing there. You search and you steal, and then you kill the mobs, you get extra gold. And if you feel like doing today's mission as well, you can also do that as well. I also forget to do that, but if you're going to do today's missions, you want to do the ones with the highest amount of gold given to you. I believe the highest one is 9k, so you can go ahead and do that as well. And then in terms of crafting, obviously make sure you are upgrading your character's ability skills. The main important ones are going to be search, cook, alchemy, dispatch, gear crafting, and I believe that is it. Revival, I guess, but at the same time you can just go to in doesn't cost too much at the moment right now. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I do the exact same thing I just mentioned right now. Clear through every single mob I see. You search. It is best to just build a team with AoE so you can clear through all of this. So it says AoE farm over here, but if I really wanted to do AoE farm, what I would have done is add her. Wait, not you. Add her in here and do this. So we have 2 AoE characters now, and it helps. Actually, if you're doing late early stages, you don't require buffers, so you could have just skipped the buffing and just do your AoE damage, and that is it. So yeah, that is how you should be doing your daily routines in the game. But like I mentioned, if you guys are going to get burnt out, I do not recommend doing it. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.